Back to the Metairie Bank Studios at WBOK. It's your Morning Cup with Warren Bell.
You know, a couple of months ago, I think I shared with you when the Metairie Bank folks came in for that first time in January that I was real happy with my wireless headphones. I don't use them here because I need to plug in to the console. But when I'm on that riding mower or pushing the other mower or using the weed eater, it's real nice for connecting to my smartphone. And then I don't need sound protection. I've got it with my headphones from Metairie Bank, but that's just one of the many things that changes out on a regular basis at Metairie Bank when you open an account there. Before we talk about accounts, however, and what kind of checking account you might want to open, I need to introduce Ronshawn Williams the only way we introduce people here in New Orleans, by saying, first of all, welcome to the program, but most importantly, tell us who you are, what school you went to, where'd you grow up, man? I know you're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah, I'm actually from Kenner, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, born and raised in Kenner.
We count Kenner, too, really.
Yeah, I know. No.
When
It's separate. We have the airport. We're Kenner. We're separate.
Yeah, he's going to start talking trash already.
But,
yeah. Bonneville High School, though.
Bonneville High School, home of the Bruins. Go Bruins.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
College?
Yes, sir. I did go to college. I went to a couple of different colleges. Actually, I went to Nicholls State University.
Then you got homesick.
I did. And then I enrolled into UNO, and Katrina hit.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, didn't really get a chance to be part of UNO, but I ended up in a small town of Cleveland, Mississippi, where they have a college, Delta State University.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
Home of the Fighting Okra.
Oh, come on now. You made that up.
I kid you not.
The Fighting Okra.
It's an okra with some boxing gloves.
The okra must know that I'm about to put them in the pot with some shrimp and some chopped up ham, right? So when did you come home, and how long have you been with Metairie Bank, Ronshawn?
Let's see. I came home probably about 2009 is when I came home.
Okay.
And I've been with Metairie Bank for a little over 3 years. We're going into my fourth year in August, actually.
And what is your role at Metairie Bank?
I'm a bank operations manager, banking officer. Yes.
Okay.
So pretty much I manage the bank's day-to-day operations, things of that nature. Still open accounts, I still see people.
Gotcha.
I help people, I connect with people, basically.
Gotcha.
So it's great. It's pretty much what I do.
So talk to us about some of these checking accounts. I'm always telling folks about whipping out my Metairie Bank card.
Yeah.
Where I have one of my accounts, and the fact that it's really free.
It is simply free checking account.
Explain how that works, young man.
No monthly service fee, no minimum balance required. You can keep a penny in an account, and account's still free, basically.
Now, that is very unusual. I have other bank accounts that have been in place for a while at other places, but you have to maintain that minimum or you get slapped with that $35 fee.
Exactly. Now, with this, like I said, you keep it a penny. Just don't bring it down to zero. Zero closes it out, but keep it a penny, you're fine. Absolutely free. And you get a free gift.
Well, I got those headphones, but I'm thinking maybe I should have waited to start because this month you're giving away
a folding chair, like a little collapsible chair that you would sit
the type you would take to the Jazz Fest,
correct,
or whatever. Huh?
That's correct. Camping.
Oh wait, I got to call the CEO.
Yeah.
You know what your CEO always tells me when I say, "Hey man, I think I need that too." He says, "Warren, you know we paid for those things, right?"
Well, I can tell you an easy way to get another chair or get a free gift.
Just open another account.
No, you could do that. Or you could use our telefriend coupons.
Okay, explain that now.
Telefriend coupons, very simple. You tell a friend about us, you put your information down, they come open an account, they get a gift, you get a gift. That's just that simple.
But wait a minute, Ronshawn. If someone heard us on the air,
correct,
and then goes in, doesn't that count as a...
You know what? I'll give it to you, Warren. I'll give it to you.
You see?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I know about one rather nice account they got the first month we started this, but I won't talk about that on the air. Mm-hmm. This is a true story. Mm-hmm. So I do have a business account, mm-hmm, separate from the personal account, and it's at one bank. But I went to a different bank not so long ago trying to see about opening an account just because that's where a particular regular check that I receive comes from.
Okay.
And I was told, oh, no, sir, a business account, there is no free business account. You have to pay at least I think it was $12 a month, even whether there's no activity or not. And I said, but I usually maintain a pretty nice balance in this particular account. And they just shook their head and said, no, we know most people will do. Do business accounts come under that umbrella as well?
We do have a Simply Free business account as well.
Wow.
That one does have one stipulation, and it's just to stay under 500 transactional items. And what I mean by transactional items, though, it's checks that you write out to customers,
Of course,
or deposits that you make. I mean, for a small business, that's a lot of transactions.
Exactly.
Honestly. And most people that we put into that account, I want to say 97% of people that we put into that account, it's free for
That's
them.
never an issue at all.
Right. And if your account grows to a point where you're doing more transactions, then we need to put you in a different account so you can get some better benefits.
Hey, I think it's time to move another account over to my buddy Roy Forrest.
Yeah.
I didn't ask that at the time, and I really wish I had, but that's okay. We know where to go because you guys have, 4 or 5 locations?
We actually have 9 locations.
Let's let people know about that, too.
All right, so we have 2 on the North Shore, 1 in Mandeville, 1 in Covington. We have the main office.
Which is at Metairie Road. For years I said, that's Metairie Bank on Airline Drive, but truthfully, that's the back side of the building.
Exactly.
From the address standpoint. But it's where Airline and Metairie Road meet.
Correct. So we have that one. We have one further down on Metairie Road, kind of going towards New Orleans.
Right.
We have the one on Airline that you spoke of.
Way out on Airline.
M.A. Green Shopping Center.
That's right.
Correct.
That's right.
We have the Jefferson Highway branch, where Roy is.
Where my brother Roy Forrest is.
Which is on Jefferson Highway.
Yep.
We have the David Drive location, which that's my location. You might say it's the best location, but, that's just my
now you see
personal
why you're going to
preference.
go there. Roy is going to be calling up saying, don't let him get away with that.
We have the one further down on Veterans, that's Clarion Vets. Severna Vets, my apologies. Then we have one, our new location that's on West Esplanade and Clearview, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's get back to these checking accounts because so even if you're already one of those listeners who moved their money over to Metairie Bank, and I'm happy to say we've heard those stories from your colleagues at Metairie Bank already. So if they can't get a freebie, they can refer someone and claim.
Correct.
Because of the Refer a Friend program.
The Telefriend coupon.
Telefriend
yes, sir.
coupon.
Yes, sir.
But getting back to the accounts themselves, I know it took me maybe 15 minutes to open everything up. And I had some complications because I was trying to specify some beneficiary issues. When you have lots of daughters and then granddaughters, you
want to make sure everyone's covered.
You want to make sure everyone's covered in case you no longer are around to cover them.
Exactly.
But it was easy. Didn't have to bring anything, and I'm now learning I could have opened a business account at the same time.
Correct. We could do it all at once.
And never worry about those $35 charges when I fall below a certain amount.
Nope. Same thing with that one.
I like that, sir.
Bring the business account down to a penny, and it's free still.
You're a much younger man in a different place from me, but I know being a banker, you share the concerns of a lot of us that our young folks don't really have a lot of financial intelligence, and that's not meant as what's the other way to put it? Financial IQ. What are the things that parents might be doing, even with young children, Ronshawn, to encourage them to have some better habits when it comes to their finances? Because here's my impression, and it's based on reality, having dealt with young men in the program I did at Suno.
Okay.
They would get their $100 stipend from us on a Friday maybe, or on the first day of the month. And by the 4th or 5th day of the month, when they come to you saying they couldn't afford something or whatever, and you say, but wait, didn't you just get your stipend? Oh, I spent that the first weekend, Mr. Bell.
Yeah.
On what? There was a pair of sneakers on sale. What can we do to make our children more financially smart about their own doggone money?
Well, one product that we offer is a teen checking account. Okay, so So
this is different from, or specially tailored for
a teenager.
What I just described.
Correct. For the ages between 13 and 19, you could get what's called the teen checking account.
So how does that work? Does the parent still have some involvement?
Well, the parent has 2 options. They can either be the guardian or the joint owner. Okay. Either way, they're both responsible for what goes on in the account. They also could set limitations. So they can say, my kid can only spend $50 a day. They only can spend $25 a day. Right.
Man, I wish someone had given me that allowance.
Which is great because it gives them, like you said, it lets them understand how to manage money when they get older.
Right.
Not like you said, not a lot of kids taught that growing up, and they don't have that opportunity, but they also don't have the tools. I mean, we are giving you that tool to say, hey, if you want to teach your kid financial literacy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Here's a tool from Metairie Bank to teach them. Teach them how to manage their account, how to balance a checkbook, how to write a check.
And when you as a parent or uncle or guardian provide that account, I guess the good news is because you're also a signatory to that account, you get to see that activity as it's happening.
If you're a joint owner, you get to see it. As a guardian, you're just responsible. But as a joint, you can actually transfer money from your account to their account to say,
Gotcha.
hey, this is what you have. This is what you have to budget with. Don't spend it. Don't spend too much of it, I should say.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So a teen account.
Teen checking
And
account.
what's that age range again?
13 to 19.
To 19.
Correct.
After that, they should be on their own, huh?
Right. You hopefully.
I know better. I can tell you. I don't know if you're a parent yet.
I am. 2 boys.
How old?
6 and 1.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But you just wait. Oh, and you got boys.
Yeah, 2 boys.
Man,
boys.
so those $150 sneakers are in your future.
I'm hoping they take after their dad. And, I can't even say that.
Dad has some sneakers too, right?
Dad has different types of shoes. I'm more of a casual shoe type of person.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Well, I have a feeling they'll be more imbued with that sense of financial responsibility.
That's what
Daddy
I'm
won't
hoping.
have it any other way.
That's what I'm
is
hoping.
my guess. I'm trying to think of whether we've missed anything. No, we covered Tell a Friend.
Mm-hmm.
Checking account. Well, what I have is that free account, but it comes with the money card.
It comes with quite a few benefits,
It comes
actually.
with checks. When people talk about a checking account, this is the account we've been talking about is actually a checking account.
Correct. It's a checking account, like you said. It comes with check. It does come with the debit card, online banking, mobile deposit, and we have this really cool new feature that we just started doing called Secure Lock. And with Secure Lock, you can customize your debit card. For instance, if you leave your debit card at home, or you think you left it at home, or you're not too sure, turn your debit card off. When you go home.
I had that experience already.
Mm-hmm.
I thought my wallet was lost. Ended up canceling the whole thing. But that was, I think, before the Secure Lock feature. That must have just happened.
Yeah, I want to say it's been out for maybe about a month now. Yeah.
It's been a little over a month. And so I had to cancel and wait on a new card when I could have simply called because, believe it or not, the same evening, Ronshawn, that I said, go ahead, Roy, just cancel it, order me a new card, I had dropped it into my laundry basket.
That happens. That definitely happens.
So there it was. But in that scenario, all I would have had to do was reach out, tell you all to suspend it.
No, you actually it's an app. So literally,
you put it on your phone.
Yep.
You can control it
you
without
control
making
everything.
a call. I love it.
And the cool thing about it is not only can you control turning the card off and on, you can say, I don't want to use my card for online purchases. I don't want to use it at gas stations. You could fully customize your debit card the way you want to. And it's in real time. So as soon as you do it,
it's done.
It's done.
Of course, that means I'd have to give up the BlackBerry and get a phone that'll take one of those apps, right?
You might have to come over to Team Android. But
that was your chance to make a joke about the old man with his old BlackBerry, right? We're reaching 6:54, Ronshawn, so I'm going to have to call this to an end. Remember, folks, Simply Free Checking, a free gift. If you need a fresh chair for the Jazz Fest, or for next year's French Quarter Fest, I had to go buy one. Do you understand that? I had to go and buy one. Oh, I'm claiming mine. So, folks, when you show up for Simply Free Checking accounts or to start your own business account at Metairie Bank, be sure to tell them you heard it on WBOK's Morning Cup with Warren Bell so I can get my referral goodie.
That's correct.
And then when you refer, you get a goodie. So I've got my headphones, I'll have my chair, and come to think of it, way back when, I got that little Proctor Silex grill, too. So I'm rolling here at Metairie Bank. Hope you consider joining them as well, because, as I've said before, without Metairie Bank's commitment to this program, we wouldn't be doing this program. Without Metairie Bank's decision to renew that commitment, we might not be able to continue past the month of June. But I was just informed that Metairie Bank's going to be with us for the entire year 2018, and maybe a little beyond then as well, to which we are smiling very well. Right now, we want to take a last look at the weather before we get on out of here. Here's WDSU meteorologist Quaylen Murphy. Here's WDSU